So in November 19 we moved here from another premises within Lurgan, and it was dated and it was older and just wasn't fit for purpose. So Praxis and ourselves decided okay, it was time to venture into new premises, where we came here to Manager House, which is in the centre of the town. It is good access for everybody because our service users live independently within their own homes throughout the community within Lurgan, and this was a good base for them to move to. We then had the opportunity to have the office space upstairs, and we've also have been able to secure 4 flats within the grounds of Mount Sion House for our service users to live in, and they have their own tenancy that then we provide the supports in their home. So that was in November 19, and everybody was so excited about coming together and having this new open space and community that we could all have group meetings and everybody together. And we've had this lovely big open space, and we had service user meetings and staff meetings and everything, just to see about where we were going and what we could do in this new space. But then of course COVID hit, so that changed our whole outlook on how we provided the service, both for activities as well as just life in general. I suppose everybody realised over COVID and over that there's a fine line between us all having mental health, I suppose, that through grief and loss or isolation or trauma, which many people experienced over that time, then it was our opportunity to help not only our service users that we have within Praxis here, but also with the wider community. So we all got together and discussed, and that's when the garden project came about. Our aim was to create a community within the community, to provide group meetings, start getting back into normality. And to be honest, we didn't even know really where the garden project would lead us. So to sit here now today and see all the service users coming weekly, we meet on a Tuesday and Thursday, and people come throughout the week as well, and it's just a place for reflection and I suppose achievement. And there's some of the individuals who would come, volunteers as well as the people who use our service, and this says it's changed their lives dramatically, and they love nothing more than coming here. And to me, that's everything. To me, that is why we do what we do. That that they feel that it's a safe space. It's a way of, I suppose, coming out of reality for a wee while, because it's so peaceful and quiet here, and it's just outside the 4 walls. And back in February 21, we actually were involved, our individuals who use our service were involved in a research project, and that was for the benefits of open space and green space for mental health. And that was with the Mental Health Foundation, Queen's University, and ourselves, our research department. And from that, the evidence is clear how important outside space, gardening, reflective areas within the community is so beneficial. Our aim has been that because this space was unused and unkept, and we've recreated it into what we'd want it to be as a communal space. Because even in Mount Sion, it's multi-agency. There's a lot of other services within it. You have, counselling. You have the graffiti artists who did the murals we have here, citizens advice, things like that, foy pick. So we really wanted it as a space for everybody to use, and that it wasn't just for our own personal use, and the wider community as well. And that was one of the things that we, like the messages we received through the call out for support was overwhelming, and people coming and saying, oh, I remember going down there and getting pictures taken, and and everybody was interested in seeing it develop. So that's one of the things that I would love, is for anybody to come and use the space whenever they felt that they needed to. I think in regards to mental health, it's still very much a taboo. People maybe don't still want to admit that of feelings of mental health and low moods or suicidal thoughts and things like that. And I suppose that's why the services we provide in Praxis is so invaluable, really. That those individuals have been lucky enough to I suppose get into the system and provided with staff and support that is their lifeline. So yes, a lot more of awareness and I suppose education in regards to what mental health is, what anxiety is very important. As I say, we wish for this to continue. We have our own growing community garden there, where we have our potatoes and things like that. So I mean, if we can develop that for anybody to come and use, once the produce come, we could get people could come and pick their potatoes or pick their cabbages, and I would love that. Maybe getting more volunteers, that they're not thinking that it's only for our service users, that it's for anybody. And that was shown at the start as well, when we started last year. The amount of volunteers and everything that came to give their time to paint or to contribute it was lovely to see. And also too, we had the likes of People First coming down, and all the young people were able to support us. They helped paint, and also working alongside individuals in our service. So that was good, because then again, it's all them sort of things that gives awareness of mental health, of service provisions, and that we're here, and it can be informal, it can be part of the system, but my door's always open, and if there's anybody down here, feel free. You could come and have a chat, or just come and be present.